Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
We begin tonight with a look at Exact Track 40 radar, picking up some trouble for tomorrow, and it could roll in just in time to affect your evening commute. The severe risk for tomorrow tops the news here at 11. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Devon Fernandez in for Devin Skilligan. We're talking about strong storms that could bring hail, high winds, and isolated tornadoes. Kim Adams joins us now and walks us through that timeline. Hey, Kim.
Hi, Damon. Well, the timeline has moved up just by 1 hour tomorrow, so I'll show you that in just a moment. But right now, we're tracking just some rain out to our west in Lansing and Jackson. Not concerned about severe weather overnight tonight. That will come tomorrow afternoon and evening. So between midnight and 8 a.m., we'll have scattered showers here in Metro Detroit. Then we'll dry out and get some sunshine. We have moved the timeline up by 1 hour. It was 3 to 7 p.m., now moving it up to 2 o'clock. Because of the storms out to our west to account for those cities in Livingston County that will get the storms first. It will also limit the amount of sunshine that we get. The more sunshine we have, the more unstable the atmosphere becomes and the stronger those storms will be. So we have been moved up as well to a level 2 risk. That's a slight risk for all of southeast lower Michigan. And this is a change from last night. If you were watching last night, we were under a marginal risk with no risk up in the thumb. That has now changed and is a marginal risk I-69 and northward. And the risk goes all the way down into parts of central Ohio. Concerned about hail, also high winds, and could be an isolated tornado, although that would be a low risk tomorrow. As we go throughout the day, the more sunshine we get, again, the stronger the storms will be as our temperatures get into at least the upper 60s to low 70s. And then a cold front comes through, and that's when those storms will happen in the afternoon and evening. So we'll talk more about the timeline, plus another chance for rain later in the week coming up.
The former Speaker of the Michigan House is facing charges tonight after prosecutors say he was running a criminal enterprise.
Attorney General Dana Nessel charging Lee Chatfield and his wife after a years-long investigation, which was triggered when his sister-in-law went to police claiming he'd sexually abused her since she was 15. Mara McDonald is live at the AG's office in Midtown. Mara, all the charges Chatfield is facing have to do with financial crimes.
Kimberly, that's right. But the AG did address the issue with the sexual abuse claims. She said that while it would not be appropriate to go into the steps that were taken here, that it was investigated and that at the end of the day, there will be no charges against Chatfield in connection with that claim. And then she brought the hammer down on Lee Chatfield and his wife when it came to alleged financial crimes. Let me show you.
To date, our investigation has uncovered evidence that Lee Chatfield used various different schemes to embezzle, steal, and convert both private and public monies to fund a lavish lifestyle that his state salary could not possibly afford.
Nessel leveling 13 felony charges against Lee Chatfield, 2 against his wife, all for how the two allegedly used thousands of dollars from 501c4 accounts. Now, these are nonprofit accounts which have historically been used by politicians across the board. Nessel says Chatfield was using his like one giant slush fund.
This included luxury shopping, fine dining, and extended vacations in swanky hotels and various exotic locations.
Lee Chatfield and his wife Stephanie disappeared from Lansing entirely once his sister-in-law Rebecca came forward in 2022 alleging he'd sexually abused her starting at 15. Tonight, Rebecca Chatfield's attorney says she was shattered to learn that her abuser has continued to escape justice for his sexual crimes. For her, today's news was a crushing blow. It is a dramatic fall from grace for the state representative from northern Michigan who blew into Lansing, got the speaker's job, and became a rock star fundraiser for his party. Chatfield has retained Mary Chartier, a well-known attorney in Lansing, to represent him. She tells us, quote, "We're prepared to fight them each and every step of the way, and we're prepared to expose this for what it is, a baseless attack on a prodigious fundraiser for Republican candidates by a Democratic attorney general." Back here live, that attorney general says that Chatfield, while he may be charged in this case, is not the bigger issue here. The bigger issue is these 501c4s. She and Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson are both going to the legislature this week asking that lawmakers revisit the rules and regs around these 501c4s and toughen them up. We're live in the news center right now. I'm Mara McDonald. Local 4.
And Mara, the Attorney General is declining to pursue charges on the sexual abuse claim, but is the investigation into Chatfield over now?
Very interesting, Kimberly. She says no. And while she did say today that so far the investigation into him hasn't netted any other, politicos, that there could be further charges against him coming. Yeah. Back to you.
Okay, we'll continue to follow it. Mara, thank you. We're hearing from the mother of a Pontiac man shot and killed at a strip mall in January.
Yeah, the mother says she's speaking out after learning more about the criminal history of her son's alleged killer. Jacqueline Francis is in Pontiac with her message.
Even now, looking through the windows, you can see the bullet holes from that shooting back in January. It took place at a strip mall here in Pontiac where Jason Hunt Cole was killed. And now for the first time, we're hearing from his mom about what happened.
I miss the hugs. He would give the greatest hugs to me and just tell me he loved me so much and just rock me back and forth. And I won't get that no more.
Talitha Hunt has been mourning her son's death for months. In January, 27-year-old Jason Hunt Cole was coming to a recording studio at this strip mall in Pontiac when a fight broke out. And somehow, Jason and his cousin were shot. Jason died on scene. His mom says his killer was a stranger.
Now, my son is gone. Mr. Jackson took my son's life with no remorse. He did not know my son did not know him.
A few weeks after the shooting, Jermaine Jackson was arrested and charged with murder. Jackson was on probation when the shooting happened. In 2018, Jackson had a felony conviction for stealing a car. And then in 2020, court documents show he violated parole by having a weapon on him.
Why was he let back out into society? Now look, I've lost my son due to the system failing us.
Jason's mom wants to bring change.
The mayor of Pontiac,
Writing letters to the governor on down.
Pontiac City Council, Senator Nesbitt. Due to the gun violence, this is what happens. It needs to stop. There needs to be stricter laws when it comes to being in possession of a gun.
Jermaine Jackson is due back in court next month for a preliminary exam. Reporting in Pontiac, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Okay, Jacqueline. New at 11, a former Piston will spend 18 months in prison in connection to a scandal involving NBA insurance fraud. Will Bynum was convicted last November after submitting false dental and medical claims to the NBA player's health and benefit welfare plan. Bynum played for several NBA teams, including 6 seasons for the Pistons from 2008 until 2014. He's one of 20 people convicted in the case, many of them former NBA players.
Tonight, Michigan State University police are identifying 7 people accused of participating in a hate crime. It happened Monday near the campus library. Investigators say the group assaulted 2 people, possibly due to the victim's sexual orientation. Evidence is being turned over to the Ingham County Prosecutor's Office for charges. The city of Detroit is celebrating huge growth in housing wealth, especially for Black and Latino homeowners.
A new report from the University of Michigan shows housing-related wealth in Detroit jumped from $4 billion to $8 billion between 2014 to 2022. It also found values almost tripled in the lowest tier of property values. In 2014, the lowest median range for home values was from $7,500 to $26,000. That range is now $28,000 to $115,000. The report found the city's Black homeowners have boosted their wealth by nearly $3 billion alone.
$3 billion in added home wealth reflects a giant leap for those who remain in the city of Detroit.
And the next time you hear somebody say, everything happens in downtown and midtown, you can tell them the University of Michigan study gives you 4 billion reasons to say that is not true.
Mayor Duggan says a lot of credit for the increase goes to the land bank for selling 16,000 vacant homes to new owners. All right, Mayor Mike Duggan prepares to deliver his 11th State of the City address tomorrow night, and this year's theme is Every Neighborhood Has a Future.
Yeah, Mayor Duggan will deliver his address at Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Detroit. It starts tomorrow at 7 p.m. Now, we'll be streaming the entire address here on Local 4 Plus and clickondetroit.com. Well, downtown Detroit is getting a whole lot brighter along the People Mover route.
Over 40 LED lights have been installed on the columns for the People Mover. City officials reveal the lights during a special light-up show tonight. They say the lights will improve visibility for people walking.
This was an idea that came up months ago, talking about ways that we can enhance the downtown area for the draft, but also something that would last after the draft as well. So these lights provide lighting around the columns, highlights the accent of the track and the people mover, but also provides an opportunity for us to provide some custom lights for special events.
The lighting can project single or multiple hues to feature themed colors from our sports teams and universities, signature brand colors, and special events like next week's, I should say, not years, weeks, days really, NFL draft.